kind of want to go over some of the stuff that you really should not be doing. If you are doing these things, you should really stop doing them. So you can keep doing them if you want, but I don't recommend them because they're really not going to help you make any money. All right. Number one thing that you really shouldn't do is cold message people that just became your friends with some type of pitch or some type of copy and paste message, or just some stupid ass message like you wave at them, or you just say hi, or you just say hey. All right. This is not helping you whatsoever. If you just literally go in and just wave at somebody and that's it, ask your friends. It's annoying as shit, and most people aren't going to respond to that. If you jump right into a cold pitch, or if you just copy and paste a big long message, if you guys are copy and pasting a message that doesn't even fit in the message box and somebody has to scroll to read that, odds are those people are not going to read that message and they're just going to instantly unfriend you. All right. So if you guys are actually cold messaging people that you just became friends with, either they sent you a friend request or you sent them a friend request and you just became friends, and you're copying and pasting some big long message, or you're literally just starting out with your pitch and you're talking about, hey, this is what I do. This is how I can help you. Here's a link to my free thing, or here's a link to my free group. Or you're just sending them some lame ass fucking message like hi or hello, or you just wave at them. Those things are hurting you. They are not helping you make any money. So you should not be doing that. All right. Number two, another thing you shouldn't be doing, and this is something that really aggravates me. I have people that do this all the time, is add a bunch of people to a group chat without asking them to be in the group chat and doing it for no reason whatsoever. So I have people all the time that will add me into a group chat with like 40, 50 people. They'll just start a group chat. It is annoying as shit, and it's a very good way to get a whole bunch of people. It's worse than cold messaging people your pitch, because you're not just aggravating one person, you're aggravating a whole group of people. The only people who are going to enjoy that random group chat that you created without their permission for no reason, the only people who are going to be excited about that are other stupid ass marketers who are also spammers, who are like, oh, great, I get to spam 50 people at once. So if you guys have the thought to do that and you're like, you know what, I just got a bunch of friends, let me create a huge group chat with 50 or 60 of them, don't do that, because what you're going to do is you're only going to attract idiots. Only idiots are going to be glad that you did that. Everybody else in that group chat, you're just going to push them away, and you're not going to have any chance to leave a good impression on them and sell them your stuff later. So don't add a bunch of people to a group chat without asking them for whatsoever, for any reason whatsoever. All right, number three, another thing that I see a lot of people do that you really shouldn't do is just randomly invite everybody in the world to like your Facebook page. As soon as people are accepting your friend request, you're just, inviting them to like your Facebook page. So many people do this. It's so annoying. I get like 100 requests to like people's Facebook page, and depending on the mood I'm in, I either just decline it, or I'll literally go in and I'll leave a bad recommendation on them. I won't recommend their page because of the way that they do selfish ass marketing. If you want people to like your page, I'm going to cover that in another training. There is a way that you can get people to go in and like your page organically. But what you should stop doing is just randomly inviting everybody in the world to like your page just because they became your Facebook friend. It's annoying. And again, what you're going to do is you're going to push people away from you instead of draw people to you. All right. So that's another thing you shouldn't do. Number four, this is another thing that people do to me all the time. It's super fucking annoying. But don't tag a bunch of random people in your Facebook post for no reason. Now, I have another lesson in this training where I teach you and I talk to you about tagging a specific person that's an influencer in a value post about that influencer, so that now that influencer will see, oh, you tagged them, you recommended them because somebody said, oh, hey, who's the best funnel builder, or who's a king at cold messaging? So you found some influencer that you're trying to build a relationship with, and you tag that person and you're like, so-and-so is great at this, or you should really go check out so-and-so's course, they're amazing. That you can do, and that will help you out a lot, because that influencer will begin to notice that you're sending him customers, you're providing him value, and he, if he's not a douchebag, is eventually going to figure out what it is that you do, and he's going to start repaying the favor, and he's going to start now you're going to have an influencer tagging you that you're good at this and that. So that you can do. What you shouldn't do is tag a whole bunch of random people in your Facebook post for no reason. People do this all the time to me. You know, they go in and create some Facebook post, and then they'll literally tag 50 people or 60 people in that Facebook post that have nothing to do with that Facebook post because they think they're going to get more reach, or they think that more people are going to pay attention to them. What it does is it aggravates every single person that you just tagged in that post. Now they're aggravated. Now they have a bad impression of you. They think you're an idiot. They think you're a spammer. They're not going to buy your stuff. They're not going to follow you. They're not going to engage in your stuff. Most likely what they're going to do is either they're just going to untag themselves, unfriend you, and block you, or they're going to be petty and they're going to fucking cuss you out on your post and tell you you're an idiot right there on your post. It's going to go completely opposite of what you were thinking. So don't do that. There's no reason whatsoever for you to tag a whole bunch of random people in your Facebook post. If your posts aren't getting the reach that you want, so if you're not getting the reach and the engagement that you want on your post, that's because your posts suck. And you need to actually make your post better instead of just trying to tag a bunch of random people in your post. All right. So another thing, number 5, that you shouldn't do, it really cracks me up. I see it all the time. I don't personally fucking understand it whatsoever, but I see people do it all the time. Don't like your own post. Don't comment on your own post. And sure the fuck do not reply to your own comments on your own post. This makes you look like a fucking lunatic. Like literally, you look like a lonely, insane person whenever you make a post and the only person who has liked your post is yourself. And the only person who has commented on your post is yourself. And you've went in and you've replied to your own comments because you think this is actually going to boost engagement. This again is going to push people away from you. They're going to think you're batshit fucking crazy. They're not going to buy your stuff. They're not. If they do engage on your post, they're just going to ask you if you're an idiot. And I see people do this all the time. I don't understand it whatsoever. So please don't do that. Don't like your own post. Don't comment on your own post. Don't reply to your own comments on your own post. Again, if people aren't liking your content, if people aren't commenting on your content, there is a problem with your content that you need to fix your content. Liking your own post and commenting on your own post is not the solution. The solution is figure out what's wrong with your content and change your content. All right. So number 6, this is another one that's really, really aggravating to people. Don't post on somebody else's wall as soon as you become friends with them. You know, things like, oh, thanks for the friend request, or thanks for the connection, or hey, I'm so happy to be connected. All that shit. Don't do that. It makes you look like a weirdo as well. So you look really, really weird. You need to keep in mind that there are people out there, and what they're doing is they're using their Facebook profile as a way to make money and sell their stuff. So their Facebook wall is very important to them as far as the content that's going on their Facebook wall. They don't want your stupid ass post, thanks for sending me a friend request. Oh, thanks for accepting my friend request. Thanks for the connection. They don't want that on their wall, okay? So don't do that. As soon as you become friends with somebody, there's no reason for you to go in and post anything on their wall like that. If you must go post something on somebody's wall once you become friends with them, what you should do is you should try flattery. All right. What you should do is you should scroll down their wall, consume a little bit of their content, watch a little bit of their videos, read a couple of their posts, and give them some flattery and tell them, you know, hey man, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed that. Or this was great. All right. But for sure, don't just go make some stupid asinine post. Thanks for sending me a friend request, or thanks for the connection. Because again, all you're going to do, that person is going to instantly go in and delete that post. They're most likely going to delete you. They're most likely going to block you, and you're not going to get anything good from that transaction. All right. So number 7. Now, this is one that I'm literally telling you guys from experience, because whenever I was first getting into internet marketing and I was trying to switch my company from a service-based company to a product-based company, and I was trying to do that through Facebook marketing, I didn't know any better, and this is something that I did all the time myself, and I really learned the hard way that it was really stupid and it was making me look like an asshole, so I completely quit doing it, all right? But number 7, don't try to self-promote or drop your promotional links on other people's promotional posts and steal their thunder. If you're friends with a competitor who's selling something similar to you, for you to go in and say, hey, my thing's better, check my thing out. Or whenever you see somebody promoting one thing and you're like, oh, hey, if you guys need free traffic, you know, send me a DM or contact me and I'll get you all the traffic. Or, hey, if you guys want to learn this, contact me. Again, that person whose post that is going to be not happy about that. They're most likely going to go in again. They're going to delete your comment. They're going to delete you. They're going to unfriend you. They for sure are not going to recommend you. They're for sure not going to follow you. They're not going to engage in your content. They're not going to buy your stuff for sure. All right. And it makes you look desperate. So it makes you look really desperate where why is it that you're trying to promote yourself on other people's promotions? So don't do that. If you're, again, like I said, I've done that before. I learned the hard way. It makes you look like an asshole. It makes you look desperate. So just don't do that. If you see other people promoting the same stuff as you, there's no reason for you to go in and try to actually engage yourself and steal away from them. If you want to steal away from them, there is a way to do that properly. There is a way that you can actually go in and you can go to someone's promotional post and you can essentially capture that as your own and you can grab all the value for yourself, but it's not by going in and literally dropping your links or talking about yourself and your products and services, all right? It's not by self-promoting yourself. There is a proper way to do that, and I will teach you how to do that in another lesson, all right? So number 7, for sure, don't go in and try to self-promote or drop promotional links on other people's promotional posts and try to steal their thunder because they're just gonna be mad as fuck, all right? So number 8, do not join groups and instantly post things about yourself and your products or services or trying to promote and make sales or do any type of lead generation until you first have people who know who you are in that group by providing value to them, all right? So if you do this, if you go right into a group, as soon as you go into a group, you get a badge from Facebook that says new member. If you have that new member badge and you're trying to do lead generation or you're trying to promote and sell stuff, everybody, again, is going to think you are a spammer. They're going to think you are a desperate spammer, desperate for sales, and you guys yourself probably know that you're not going to buy from somebody who seems desperate. You're not going to trust somebody who seems desperate for money. You're just not going to buy their stuff. You're not going to pay attention to them. You're going to turn everybody off. And if you're in a whole group full of people, you're going to turn a whole group full of people that were potential customers now into people who aren't going to follow you, They're not going to add you as a friend. They're going to think you're some desperate spammer. All right. So I see people do this all the time. Usually they're new to this internet marketing game. They just don't know what to do. And they think that this is going to actually work, and it's not. What is going to work is if you go in that group and you actually start providing value. Once you start providing value, then you can easily now start to do lead generation. You can start to do self-promotion, all right? So it should not be your first post. First, you should go in there and people should begin to actually know who you are and what you're about before you go in and actually try to sell stuff or do any type of lead generation, all right? So don't do that. So number 9, don't tell people to DM you or tell them, hey, I'll send you a message or, hey, contact me. If somebody's openly asking for help. So if you're in a group and people are literally in there openly asking for help and you've got the answers or you can provide value, there's no reason for you to say, hey, send me a DM and I'll tell you more information. Or, hey, I can help you, just contact me. Or, hey, I'm gonna send you a message and tell you all about it. There's no reason to do that because 1, people are going to think that you're some fake ass motherfucker. And 2, you could possibly help that one person. And if you could help that one person, then if you're open about it and you just provide the value there openly on that post for everybody to see it, that is literally what's called attraction marketing. So now all those other people who had the same question or wanted the same information, now they can see that you are a giver and not a taker, all right? And the world gives to givers and it takes from takers. So the rest of the world is going to see that you are a giver. They're going to want to give back to you. They're going to want to follow you. They're going to want to consume your content and buy your stuff, because you're actually openly out there providing value and helping. Whenever you take stuff to a DM, people naturally think you're just going to try to sell them stuff. They naturally think that you're not going to be any help to them at all. So don't do that. Don't just openly tell people, hey, DM me, I'll help you out, or send me a message, I'll help you out. If you can help somebody, do it out in the open where everybody can see and everybody can benefit. Turn 1 lead into 100 fucking leads. All right? So number 10, and this is going to be the last thing I go over and kind of things that you should not be doing. And if you are doing, you should just stop doing them right now. But number 10 is don't waste your time being overly negative or calling people out on the internet or throwing rocks at other people. I know a lot of people are out there saying this is what you should be doing, but it does not help you, all right? I could literally, if I spent my time calling out fake ass people on the internet, if I spent my time calling out people that are just completely fabricating their success and completely lying about everything, or if I spent my time actually, calling out people who have fucked me over or done something negative to me, all my time would be consumed doing that. I'd have no time left to promote. I'd have no time left to provide value. And what I would do is I would attract a whole bunch of other negative people who what they want to do is just sit around and talk shit about other people and try to tear people down, all right? There's nothing about this that's going to help you. There's nothing about anything. If you see some internet marketer on the internet and he's doing some stupid shit, you may feel like it's your job to be the fucking internet police, but that's not going to help you make any money. What you're going to do is you're going to attract around you other negative people, and you're going to begin to fill your life with negativity. You shouldn't concern yourself with what other people are doing. What you should concern yourself with is yourself and making yourself a better person, making your products and making your services better than other people's and stand out, and the world will notice that, all right? You don't have to go around fucking calling out this person and calling out that person and say, well, that person's a scammer, this person's a scammer, this guy's an idiot, this person did that. There's no reason to do that. What you're going to do, again, you're just going to attract negative people, and those negative people, even if they do buy your stuff, you're not going to be happy serving them as a customer. All right? So that's something else I really don't think you should be doing. Don't waste your time being overly negative or just calling people out or just trying to throw rocks at other people. All right? All those things I don't think you should be doing. Again, like I said, if you want to do that, knock yourself out and do that. I've tried most of them, and most of them don't work, which is why I'm telling you, actually none of them work, which is why I'm telling you not to do them. All right, maybe later I'll have some more stuff and I'll add into the bottom of this lesson. I probably just won't remake the video. And like I said, in future lessons, I'll kind of go in and I'll show you the opposite of each of these things, how you can accomplish what it is that you're wanting to accomplish without doing any of these things that I'm telling you not to do. You guys have a great day.